What's up guys, in this video I'm going to give you my 3-step process to kill your inner bitch, to kill the excuses and become the man you want to be. All right, I'm an online coach and my job is to help people not only get in the best shape of their lives but also to get their mind right, because once you get your mind right, everything else falls into place. And to be honest with you, I would not trade places with a lot of you right now. Some of you are fat, you're sick, you're depressed, you've got the man boobs, you've got the belly, you've got a fucking soft body, you're living a shitty existence and you know you could do a lot more, but you're just not doing it. So in this video, I want to break it all down for you, give you my 3-step process that you can implement straight away to hopefully turn your life around. All right guys, because it wasn't always like this. You know, it's 7 a.m. I got up at 5 a.m. It's a Sunday without an alarm. I'm at the beach in Thailand and this is essentially my job now, okay? But it wasn't always like this, all right? I can remember not so long ago, you know, I just hated my life. I was sick. I was skinny fat, I didn't have much muscle, but yeah, I didn't have any definition. I was taking different medications. I had chronic back pain 24/7. And I really just wasn't proud of myself. Okay, I didn't like the person that I saw in the mirror. I wasn't proud to be me. And this is what a lot of this is about, guys, is a lot of you just are lacking a little bit of self-love. And that's what I want to give you in this video, is how do you turn your life around? How do you kill your inner bitch? How do you kill the excuses and finally become the man you want to be? All right, so step 1 is to remove all vices completely. Cut every single vice out of your life. All right, video games was a big one for me when I was younger. Okay, I used to play online multiplayer video games and I wasted so many hours playing these games. But video games are so damaging. You don't realize how damaging they are, not just because they're so addictive, but also because of the dopamine. It spikes your dopamine, you just want to play it more and more and more, and then you just find that even when you're not playing the game, you're thinking about playing the game, and it gives you a false sense of accomplishment. It gives you a false sense of achievement. You think you're making progress in life, but you're not. It's just a video game, it's not real. How about the game of life? How about master this game? This is not 4K, this is fucking perfect. Look at this. This is the real game of life right here, not some stupid fucking video game. So throw your video games in the bin, get rid of them. Same with alcohol, drugs. Cut that shit out of your life completely. You don't need it. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you get to where you want to go. So remove all vices. Porn is another big one for a lot of you. It's just making you fucking weak. Think about an animal in the wild, right? A wild animal, it pretty much has 2 primary objectives: stay alive and reproduce. That's all you have to do. And a lot of you men right now, you're waking up and before you've done anything in the morning, you're fucking eating, you're fucking jacking off, and no wonder you don't want to do anything throughout the day, because your 2 primary objectives as an animal, which we all are, humans are all animals just like any other animal on this planet, the 2 primary objectives that have been programmed into our beings have already been met. So get rid of the porn, get rid of the drugs, the alcohol, the video games. What are some other ones? Gambling, I'd say, is another one. Negative thoughts. Negative thoughts is a massive fucking vice. So many of you are living in a low vibrational state. Okay, and I know what this feels like, because I spent a good number of years in a low vibrational state, and I know how damaging this can be. It can be more damaging than any of the other vices. All right, so step number 1 is to remove the vices. It's improvement by subtraction. A lot of you think that in order to improve your life, you need to do more. you actually need to do less. Actually, first of all, we need to remove all the shit before we can start and create space to put good actions back in. It's a bit like if you're trying to do a painting, right? It's much easier to start from a blank canvas than it is to try and paint over the top of something else. So let's remove all the shit out of your life, okay? The drugs, the alcohol, the video games. I can remember, you know, there was a turning point quite a good number of years ago where I just decided enough is enough, okay? I was in a relationship that I wasn't really happy with. I was working a 9-to-5 job that I hated, and I just look at myself in the mirror and I just wasn't proud. I was embarrassed to be the man that I was. I was embarrassed at the person that I saw in the mirror, and I just decided enough is enough and I'm gonna change. And I finished with my girlfriend, I quit my job, I had to move back home with my parents temporarily because, you know, sometimes you got to take a step back to be able to take 2 steps forward. And I went to the gym, and that was all in the same week. Okay, and I just decided then and there that enough is enough, and I'm not going to accept this anymore. I'm going to raise my standards, which is what I talked about in the previous video, and I'm going to expect more from myself, okay? I also, what I did is I deleted all social media because I understood remove from subtraction. So I was like, anything that's in my life right now which is not helping me get a step closer to where I want to be, then I'm just going to cut it and get rid of it completely. Knowing what I know now, and having now what I do as you know, creating content and coaching people, it would have actually been far more beneficial to have documented the whole journey. But you know, in hindsight, I didn't know I was going to end up here, right? So maybe deleting all social media is not the best thing for you, but even just taking a break probably will be beneficial, right? So step number 1, remove the vices. Step number 2. Step number 2 is to build a bulletproof routine. Okay, an absolutely bulletproof routine. And what I mean by bulletproof is you fucking stick to this like it's life or death, and you never waver from it, okay? Why do you think in the army or in the military it's so regimented and you do things at a certain time religiously every single day? Because they're training discipline. They're training you to do what needs to get done regardless of how you feel. All right? So your routine starts in the morning. What time do you naturally wake up? For me, it's, well, this morning it was like 4 something, like nearly 5 a.m. All right? But that's just because I've been doing this for so long. Some of you're working a 9-to-5 and you're getting up at 8:30. Like what? So you set an alarm 2 hours earlier than you would normally get up. So if you're normally getting up at 8, get up at 6. If you're getting up at 7, get up at 5, right? It should feel a little bit uncomfortable. Good. It should do. It should be hard, right? So set an alarm. And this is 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Not just Monday to Friday, not just Monday to Thursday. 7 days a week you get up at the same time every single day, and you do not press that fucking snooze button once. Do you realize how sad it is that you have this piece of metal, your phone, and you've set an alarm and you've said to yourself, I'm gonna get up at this time. And then a few hours later, when that alarm starts making noise and wakes you up, you hit snooze. Do you realize how much of a fucking pussy you are? No wonder you are not where you want to be in life if you can't even get up at the time that you said you were going to get up. All right, so no snoozing under no circumstances. What I'd recommend is, if you're bad for this, is to put your phone at the other side of the room so that when your alarm goes off, you literally have to get out of bed to turn the sound off. Right? And if you do this, God, I got some flies on me or something. If you do this, well, then you're already out of bed, okay? So that's the first thing, is to get up same time every single day. Now because you're doing that, now because you always know you're going to be awake at 5 a.m., then you can start to scheduling everything else at set times. So next thing I want you to do is go to the gym every single day. Not just 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Not your shitty workouts from home. Go to a proper gym facility every single day, 7 days a week, period. All right? You don't have to lift weights every single day. Some days you might do something else. I would definitely get on a proper program, by the way. Coaching link is down below if you want to know what that looks like. All right, but get on a proper program. Go to the gym 7 days a week, and it should be hard. Stop trying to make it easy. Stop trying to take the easy route and make it harder. Focus on getting better. Okay, so we're getting up at the same time every single day. We are going to the gym every single day. What else regards to routine? Eat your meals at the same time every single day. And what that will do is you will start to, and especially if you've removed all your vices as well, you will start to have a lot more free time. Okay, and that time you can channel into something else. So if you're still at home living with your parents, if you're still working a 9 to 5 that you hate, now you have more free time to start a business, to start a side hustle, to start something you're actually passionate about and give you energy and excitement to wake up for in the morning. Because no wonder you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, because you're getting out of bed to go work a shitty fucking 9 to 5. And some of you guys, you use work as an excuse for why you didn't go to the gym. You know, I had one client tell me, oh yeah, I didn't manage to get to the gym this week because of work. What? You didn't manage to get to the gym once all week because of work? What? How is that possible? And you know what you're saying to yourself? You're saying to yourself that this company that doesn't give a shit about me at all is far important than my own personal health. I'm sorry, but if that is you, you need to get your fucking priorities sorted. Or you can just stay the same and carry on with the life that you have. And if you're happy, then you're happy. You know, this shit doesn't apply to you. All right. What else when it comes to a routine? I would put nutrition in with the routine as well, right? Just eat real foods, okay? A clean body, a clean diet equals a clear mind, right? So give yourself proper nutrients so that you have energy, okay? Because if you just, you know, you drink alcohol and you're eating shit all the time, you're gonna feel like shit and you're not gonna want to do much, and you're gonna have a lower vibrational state, and then your mindset's gonna be more negative. Like if I was to eat pizza and donuts every single day, I would not nearly be as mentally effective as if I just eat real, whole, clean foods. All right. And that also, you know, it's building discipline. Like there is nothing. The fastest path to a mediocre life is by not being able to control what you put in your own mouth. How can a man be unable to control what he puts in his own mouth? How can a woman have trust in a man that can't control what he puts in his own mouth? How can that man raise children when he can't even control what he puts in his own mouth? Do you realize how fucking ridiculous that is? Like some of you guys, you can't even give up your chocolate and your sweets and your crisps in the afternoon. I did 7 days without food. I did 5.5 days without food and water. And here you are, and you can't even fucking give up your bag of crisps. Come on, man. Come on. You're better than that. You know you are. Okay, so we've removed all vices. Okay, we now have a bulletproof routine. Now just imagine yourself for a second if you just did those two things. Just imagine how much more effective human being would be. How much more of a dangerous man you would be if you woke up every single day without fail, without an alarm. And if you never did any of the vices, any of the shit that's holding you back. Just doing those 2 steps alone, you would be a fucking monster. You would be a savage. But step 3 is where we really turn things up a little bit, okay? Step 3 is to chase results, not comfort. Because a lot of you guys, you're going through life trying to make things easier, trying to not be hungry even though you're fat as fuck, okay? Trying to not have to work so hard, or only go to the gym 3 days a week. Okay, stop wishing it was easier and start getting harder. All right, and how can you do this? Well, honestly, it's just a mindset shift, because, you know, I don't know whether society has programmed us to believe this way or just naturally that's how humans are, but we want to make everything easy. Okay, we want it to be easy. Okay, the alarm goes off in the morning and then that voice is like, oh, you know, the bed feels so comfortable today. Oh, it's so nice and warm. Oh, it's very cold outside. Just 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. And if you listen to this weak voice in your head, it's death by 1,000 cuts, because you listen to it once, then you listen to it twice, and then it becomes a habit of you're controlled by your own feelings. And one of the best ways to live a really average existence is to tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'm sure you all heard this. Yeah, that thing, I'll do it tomorrow. And you know what? Tomorrow never comes, does it? Tomorrow never comes. How many things have you been telling yourself you're going to do tomorrow and you still haven't done them? Okay, so tomorrow never comes. Not, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it today. How much more can I do today? How much more can I do today so that tomorrow becomes better or easier? And just become an absolute monster. Forget about comfort. Don't wish it was easier. Wish it was harder, okay? Wish it was harder. Let's treat this like a game, and let's just turn up the difficulty. I can remember when I used to play FIFA, okay? FIFA's like a soccer football video game. And how I got really good at that game is I just played on the highest difficulty against the computer, right? Legendary, whatever. I played the highest difficulty every single game so that when I'd play against my friends, I would beat them because I'd just been playing at a higher difficulty. And when I play at a higher difficulty, I was losing every single game, but I knew I was learning the game at a higher level, okay? So that when I would play my friends, it would just be easy. I would just beat them every single time because I've been training harder, okay? The depth of your struggles determines the height of your success. So regardless of what position you find yourself in right now, I promise you, you can turn things around. You can. Guys, the GoPro has just died on me. It's just ran out of battery, which was what I was just filming the earlier part of this video on. And you know what? It's quite funny really, because the battery died and then I was like, you know, the little voice in my head was like, oh, that's okay, James, that's good enough, we can just leave it there. And you know what? I thought, hang on a minute, that is the little fucking voice in my head. That is the inner bitch telling me to back off. So no, I'm not gonna back off. I'm gonna focus on results. And the result right now is giving you the best possible video that I can give you so that you can go on and implement these things and change your life and become the man you wanna be. All right, so this is dead. We're on the phone now. So stop wishing it was easier. Stop trying to make things easy. Stop chasing comfort. That's a lie that has been given to us by society, that being comfortable will make us happy, because it doesn't. Can you imagine for a second right now, just close your eyes and imagine for a second, if everything that you ever wanted in your life, it just happened. You want the 6-pack, boom, you get the 6-pack. You want the hot girl, boom, you get the hot girl. You want the amazing business with passive income, boom, you get it straight away, the very next day. You want the supercars, you get them. Everything you want in your life, you get straight away without any struggle. Could you imagine how boring that would be? That would be like playing a video game at the lowest difficulty where you just win, and there's no struggle whatsoever. That would be like watching a movie 20 times, 30 times, and you just know exactly how each scene is going to play out and you can recite it for word. Yeah, that's how we're going through life. We're just trying to make things easier. Stop wishing it was easier. Stop wishing it was easier and start getting harder. Okay, because the depth of your struggle determines the height of your success. Okay, and I've been in a pretty dark place. Okay, when I was younger, I didn't want to be me, okay? I didn't even want to be around, to be honest with you. And I managed to turn things around, and it started with a decision. I just decided enough is enough. I wanted more from myself, and I just did these 3 steps. So they worked for me, and I'm absolutely 100% certain they can work for you as well. Now, this is not going to be an overnight process for some of you, depending on what situation you're in right now. It might take a bit of time, but who cares? Who cares? At least you're making progress every single day. Some of you guys are just playing life so defensively. Some of you guys, you haven't changed in the last 5 years, 10 years. You're still living the same year on repeat, year after year after year. And it's a bit like, I'll use a video game analogy because I've been using a lot today. But I used to play, online multiplayer first-person shooters, okay? And some of these first-person shooters, how some people would play the game is they would get to an advantageous position on the map and they would just stay there. And they would have certain perks like heartbeat sensors would allow them to stay in a little small area, and they would just stay up there and not move and not really explore the map and not really take any risks and just stay in their comfortable little safe zone. You know who else does that? Most men. Most men, that's what they're doing right now, okay? They're camping in life. They're not taking risks. They're not putting themselves out there. They're not trying very hard. Let me tell you, if I wasn't prepared to take risks, I never would have quit my 9 to 5. If I wasn't prepared to take risks, I would never have this life that I have right now. I'd never be on the beach in Thailand, okay? I've been living in Bali for 4 years and traveling around and working online and making money. I would never have any of this if I wasn't prepared to take risks and to quit that job. So stop wishing it was easy. It's not going to be easy. Anything worth having is difficult to achieve, and that's what gives its value, but that's also why you will enjoy it. Because, like I said, if everything worked out for you first time, every single time, you wouldn't appreciate it and it would be boring. So don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better, and start getting harder. All right, guys, that is the 3-step process. Like I said, this is not going to be an overnight thing, but if you want some help with turning your life around and getting your mindset right, not just your mind, but your mind, your body, your health, get you operating and feeling and performing better than ever before, I've got a one-to-one coaching program where you'll work directly with me and we'll get you in the best shape of your life, not just physically, but also mentally, and turn you into an absolute savage. If that sounds like something you're interested in, the link is down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you who watches these videos, who comments, everything like that. I am going to have an absolutely fantastic Sunday morning at the beach, and I'll see you in the next one.